Hi you guys, I'm back again with another pick a card reading. This reading is going to be about October 2020, what's in store, what energies are going to be at play, what you're going to be dealing with and how to deal with it. So jumping right in, this is pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. You guys know the drill. Close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and whichever pile calls to you is the one that has all your answers. So I'm going to start with pile 1. Please keep in mind before I start that this is a general reading. So if you want a personal one, you can write to me. All the things in this might not resonate with you, so just take what does and leave what doesn't. Jumping in again in pile 1, let's start. So starting the reading, the first card that I'm going to pull is the general theme of your month. So we have the Aurora Garden, which talks about beginning, initiate and origin. So this month, expect a lot of fresh beginnings. For things to begin, some things need to end. So y'all might be on a cycle of where things are ending. If these things are, it's basically the universe's way of telling you that these things are no longer required in your life anymore. So don't be upset because there are better things coming as well. It also talks about going within, remembering who you truly are. What are your origins? What are your roots? And who you were when things weren't as bad. Okay, so now we'll start with the tarot, what you can expect. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse talks about family discord. If you are in a relationship, things may be ending. Okay, yes, I'm getting a strong feeling. For some, there might be some discord amongst friends, amongst family. Mostly I'm getting like a family vibe with this reading. This card here talks about just somebody who's kind of done, who's been betrayed and who's done with everything that's happened. The Fool. Okay, so your new beginning, like we spoke about earlier, your new beginning is coming this month. There are things that you need to leave behind, whether it's people who have betrayed you or just situations that have left you hurt. These things are coming to an end, and a new beginning is happening this month for you. The 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So there are things that you need to let go of, which you'll be releasing this month. Some of these things could be, the 5 of Wands talks about conflict. So some of these things were conflicts that you may have had with other people. It's time to let that go so that your new beginning can come in. And the last card that we have is 7 of Cups. So the 7 of Cups is a tricky card, but when it comes to your reading, I feel that you have been manifesting quite a few things and all of them are now manifesting. They are finally coming thanks to your new beginning, and because you've made room for these things to come in your life. The next cards are also going to be talking about what's in store. Wealthy man. Okay, you might be manifesting abundance. You might be manifesting becoming wealthy and having a wealthy lifestyle. That's what is coming. Main female. Okay, so this could also be a love situation. You could also be manifesting a relationship with someone, but your feelings, the other person's feelings may seem hidden at this point. A child. You may be manifesting stability and family with this person as well. Unexpected income. Again, we have a lot of wealth coming in and sudden wealth. Okay, so this just goes to show that whatever you've been manifesting, especially when it comes to wealth, there are things coming in, your manifestations are coming true. Even stability is coming in, so you don't need to worry about that as well. The next cards are going to show us what you need to leave behind. The 2 of Swords. Okay, so you might have been blindfolded by things. You might have not listened to anyone's advice. I feel like people may have advised you about situations, but you were not listening to them. Neither were you listening to your own heart. You were just doing things blindly. Hence, maybe the conflict that has come up. The Empress in reverse. The Empress in reverse talks about somebody who is not in touch with their feminine side. So you could be a masculine yourself, you could be a male yourself, but when we talk about being in touch with your feminine side, it means being in touch with your emotions. You may be, like the earlier card said, you may be either being blinded by your own emotions. You might not be able to accept whatever it is that has happened. You're not releasing all the pent up emotions and dealing with it in a emotionally stable way. That is what you're being asked to release your emotions in a healthy and stable way. The Five of Wands is back again. You are also asked to release and forgive people and all the conflicts that took place. So you're being asked to release that as well. I'm just going to move this here so you all can see the cards. Last thing, the Hangman. You're being asked to change your perception about this situation. So you may have become overly attached or overly emotional about this situation. You're being asked to release the pain. You're being asked to see it from a different viewpoint. Maybe things couldn't have been, maybe things weren't as great, but there's a reason for that to happen. Like I said earlier, for some new beginnings to start, some things must end. So take all of these things that have happened as a learning lesson and release all the baggage that comes with it. That is what you need to do this month. These are also a couple of other things that are coming your way. And what you're manifesting, self-love. Pretty self-explanatory. You need to accept whatever the situation is. Stop blaming other people. Stop blaming yourself as well. Some things just cannot be helped. And it's pretty okay if things went bad. You need to realize your self-worth. You need to shed all these old baggages and leave them behind. And the best way to do that is by forgiving the people involved, including yourself. Being enough. Yes, you are enough. You don't need these people, these situations that left you heartbroken. You don't need them. There is a new beginning coming where I see stability, where I see a growth in your income, where I see a healthy relationship. You're being asked to go back to your childlike ways, where a child is never sad for too long unless something horrible has happened, yes, but a child always moves on from things in a healthy way. They let go, they forgive, they're okay with whatever happens with them. So you're being asked to realize that you are enough. You don't need anyone else. You don't need anyone else's validation. You do not need these conflicts. All you need is yourself and your peace of mind. This is what you're manifesting. Attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. So what this talks about is basically, even though yes, you have been attacked, yes, there was fear, yes, there was pain, and maybe there was judgment from other people, and any separation that has happened with these people, it's for the best. It's a call for help, that there is something in you that you need to change. You need to change your the way you look at this situation. Something, if you look at it in a different way, a solution might present itself. You might learn something from it. You might realize that, again, you might blame the other person, but you might also realize that, you know, it wasn't in their hands as well. It was like whatever happened had to happen, so that you realize that you don't need anyone else to survive. You just need to rely on yourself. And this has also taught you that instead of taking it in the wrong way, you're being asked to accept whatever the situation is and to use it as a lesson in your life. Pretty interesting. I feel bad. I feel very heavy. I feel like a very heavy energy from this pile. Like, I'm very sorry for whatever it is that has happened, but there is something better coming in. There is a lot of negativity in this situation. You can see that my camphor never does this. It never releases this much smoke unless there is a lot of negativity involved. And I feel that for this pile, a lot of circumstances have happened that have left you with a negative mind space, but it was the universe's way of shaping you to believe in yourself. Heart. Love, deep affection and caring is coming your way. You might be meeting someone, or you are with someone, and it might just get better. Stability, like we said, is coming in. A good relationship is coming in. Chain of events that will affect your life. So this, whatever this situation is, has started a chain of events in your life, and you'll be realizing what this chain is this month. Door, far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. So for some people, whoever this person is that you want stability with, you could be in a long distance relationship with them, or just reach out to friends. They might surprise you. They might surprise you with helping you out of this situation. There are people who are looking after you. Your friends are thinking of you. There are good people who will have your back. Mice. Discord amongst friends and family. So maybe this relates to whatever has happened, whatever has transpired in the previous months. There is some level of discord as well, and that may be because y'all are just different people. You can't expect everyone to think the way you do. So even though this discord arrives, look out for people who genuinely have your back and who understand, so that you may get some guidance. Funnel. Period of frustration, lessons to be learned. So this is what we spoke about earlier. Take this as whatever this period was, it's now coming to an end, but take it as a learning lesson. Maybe you might have encountered people who may have taught you a lot about yourself as well. So take it as a learning lesson more than anything. Don't take it too personally. Don't take it to your heart. Don't feel that you're not a good person, because you are. They're just circumstances. I won't say the other people are not good or whatever. It's just circumstances that may have made them act this way. The next cards these two cards that I have are the energies and the stones. If you wish to work with the stones, what stones and what energies do you need to work on? What do you need to manifest? Get back into balance. So this stone basically helps you get back into balance. If things have been too negative, if things have not worked out for a long time for you, and you may be feeling all of these things, attack, pain, fear, judgment, or any form of separation, you're being asked to come back into balance so that you can view it in a more neutral way. I wouldn't even say positive, but the first step towards positive is getting neutral. Loosen your grip about this situation. Amazonite helps you with basically releasing things that no longer serve you, and that goes to show that you need to release this pain so that your positive things, whatever positive affirmations you've been working on, they can come into your life. So once you get neutral, once you get back into balance, once you are in a place of balance, you're being asked to let go of whatever this situation was, so that you can learn from it instead of reliving the negative again and again. You're being asked to take a more positive or a more neutral approach towards these. So the next cards that we have are cards from your spirit guides, what they want to communicate with you, what they are going to be helping you with. And also, since it is Halloween month, I've also pulled 2 cards relating to what spell work you can do and which is coming to help you out. So the first card that we have from your spirit guides is the Sphinx. Your guidance is to maintain silence until it is appropriate for you to divulge information. The Sphinx may indicate that you must keep your own or other people's secrets to prove that others can trust you. or it may suggest that it is time for you to look within to access your wisdom, then share it appropriately. Keep your own counsel and the secrets of others. So what it talks about is, maybe in this, whatever the situation was, whatever this discord was, whether it was among your friends or your family or even a relationship, don't badmouth these people, especially to other people, obviously to other people. But the more you do it, the more people will think that, you know, you are the negative person, that's why this happened to you. So you're being asked to stay silent till you know the complete whatever was completely behind the situation, what made them hurt you, what made them betray you the way they did. So it's advisable that you don't divulge your own secrets as well as the other people's, whoever was involved, their secrets as well. This is what your spirit guides want to tell you guys. So I would pay attention to this and not badmouth anyone, because that's just bad karma. It's going to come back. If you speak something bad about someone, it always comes back. Please remember that. The other card that you have is the Ice Age. If you chose this card, it indicates that a time of rest and relaxation is needed. Use this space to look within and purify your beliefs and thoughts. This is a time to contemplate or meditate on your life purpose and prepare yourself so that the new can come into your life at a higher frequency than the old. The seeds of new beginnings are germinating. So what you're being told, again, this is just I can't believe that almost all the cards, almost all the decks that I've used, almost, I'm not saying all, but almost all the decks that I've used, they have the same thing again and again. Your new beginning is coming. Before it comes, you need to rest, you need to recharge, you need to get back into balance, you need to let go of this situation, because the vibe that you are at, the frequency that you're vibrating at, that is what you're going to be attracting. So if you do badmouth people right now, if you do keep blaming them, then that's what is going to be manifesting even more and more. So instead of doing all of that, your guides are saying just rest, just relax. There is something new coming. Just vibe at a higher frequency where you're like, okay, I'm done with this. I don't want to speak anything bad about them. I know they might have had their reasons, because you don't want, one, you don't want bad karma, and two, you don't want to manifest the same negative cycle again and again. Your guides are also saying, do a walking meditation each day for the next week. This is going to help you ground, basically. This is going to help you stay balanced. This is going to help bring a balanced, this is going to basically help you bring you back into balance, so that you're not in a state of negativity, so that you're not vibrating. Like a walk can do wonders for you. So please do try it out each day for the next week. At least remove 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour of your time to just go down for a walk. I know it might be difficult at this time, but whenever you have the chance, do take a walk outside, especially where there is a lot of greenery, there is a lot of fresh air. The other card that we have is the period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. So it is going, stop inviting it back by repeating the same things over and over again. Be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. So again, this goes to say the earlier card that we got, the Sphinx, and this both talks about being silent. Instead of jumping to conclusions, instead of being negative or saying negative things or saying things like, why does this always happen to me? Why do I need to go through this? It's better to not say these things at all, and instead affirm good things like, I am worthy, I do love myself. I know they might have their reasons, and their reasons will be clear to you. You will get feelings. You're being asked to trust your intuition with this situation. This is what your angels are helping you with this month: spiritual understanding. I'm bringing you information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Okay, so for most of you, if you've been manifesting, you might see repeated numbers like 111. You might see your name. You might see whatever it is that you're manifesting. You might see your if you are manifesting a relationship, you might see the other person's name or initials or a song that reminds you of them, and these are just signs from the universe that your manifestation is working. That's what you're going to be getting. So please pay close attention to these. Remember who you are. Before this situation happened, before you felt this betrayed, whatever the situation is, before all of it happened, who were you? Who were you? Go back to your origins, go back to who you were as a child, and remember that you are not the person that this situation has made out to be. You are so much more. So you're being asked to go back to who you were when you were vibrating at a lighter, at a more positive feeling, on more positive days. Crystal clear intentions. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. So the more positive things you affirm, the more positive things are coming into your life. So be crystal clear about what you want, because it's like that saying, be careful what you wish for, because it might just come true. So if you keep wishing that, you know, you want to go back to the situation, you want to solve it, you wish you could have done something more, you're just attracting that situation and those negative feelings towards you again. Whatever you are manifesting this month is coming true. So I highly suggest, guys, you should work this new moon, or whenever around the new moon or full moon, make a list, practice your affirmations every single day, because it is coming true. You are manifesting. This month you're going to be a magic manifestor. You're going to be the magician, basically. Big happy changes are coming. You just need to trust that they will come, and you need to trust that it is coming and they will. Okay, so these are the things that are going to help you get by this month. These are some self-care things that you can do. This is something that your higher self wants you to do to make this month an even better month. I already am feeling so positive about you guys, that for you guys, that your manifestations are coming true. So you have nothing to worry about, but I'm extremely excited that they are. These are just some of the things that you yourself can do this month. Ground and center. That's why maybe your guides have asked you to go for a walk. When you walk, when you connect with the energy of the earth, it recharges you completely. Try a grounding and centering meditation where you basically, when it comes to this meditation, you will get a lot of these on YouTube, but the focus of this meditation is basically drawing up energy from the earth as well as from the universe, from your angels, from your deities, whoever you believe in. This feeling will just make you feel blessed. It will make you feel recharged and reconnected. Spend time with animals. So again, this is also a way of grounding yourself. Animals actually not attract, but they draw all your negative energy into them and they transmute it into the earth. And well, who doesn't like to play with like puppies? If this is not you, if you do not like playing with animals, you can connect with fire. Okay, so full moons are known to help you release. They are known to help you let go of things that no longer serve you. You can do like a fire ritual where you write everything that is no longer serving you, everything that has hurt you, every person that has hurt you, and basically telling, you're writing and telling the universe that you do not want to be a part of this situation. These things have hurt you and I'm leaving my worries to you. That is what you're being asked to do. So let your worries burn away is what you're being told to do. And aromatherapy. So again, aromatherapy also helps you bring back into balance. You can try having a luxurious bath, or you can get a nice scented candle. Depending on what kind of mood you want to create, the best one that I could recommend for you right now would be lavender, or something just as soft, maybe rose, I don't know, but lavender is the one that is the most relaxing. You can also try peppermint as well as let me think. You can also try sage. For a matter of fact, you can try sage, you can try Palo Santo, you can try smudging your space with it, because that too has the ability to lift all the negativities that are surrounding you, that is within you, that is aimed at you. It kind of draws all of that and it transmutes it into positive energy. Okay, now the next card that I'm going to be drawing for you is basically the Witch card. Which is coming to help you. So for you, the Witch that I've gotten is the Ring Around the Moon Witch. So I'm just going to read from the book. The Ring Around the Moon Witch brings you a deeper wisdom. The witch's warning is to be careful in what you wish for. Like the ring around the moon, wishes without true sentiment evaporate. Make no mistake, truly heartful wishes do come true. So again, what I've been repeating, be careful what you wish for because it is coming true. You need to put all your positive thought, all your faith and trust in the universe because that is how manifestations come true. It's not just saying things, but it's believing that these things are coming. That's how these things come true. The last card that I have for you is a spell that you can try out. The spell that has come for you is the Banishing Broom spell. After a negative event in your neighborhood or home, excuse me guys, after a negative event in your neighborhood or home, sprinkle salt outside your front door and pray out loud. Sweep, sweep, sweep all around. All negativity must be bound. I banish all that is profane. Only the good and positive shall remain. So salt again is a very, it has a lot of cleansing properties. It has a lot of healing properties. It draws out all the negativity. If you do not wish to do this spell, you could also take a salt bath. It cleanses your aura. Just try not, don't do it every single day because it also, if you repeatedly use it, it weakens your aura. So I would suggest having a salt bath, mixing your lavender oil, doing a sage smudging ceremony or something like that to cleanse the negativity around you, because until and unless that is not cleansed, you're not going to be able to, you know, kind of bring things back into balance. That is all that I have for you. I hope you liked this reading. If you want to get a private reading, you can write to me. Again, like I've mentioned earlier, this is just a general reading. Some things may or may not have resonated. Let me know in the comments below if this has happened, so I can give you a couple of, you know, words of encouragement. People who are following me are also very uplifting. People who follow this page are very uplifting, and they might be able to bring you some good words in as well. So pile 1, this was your reading. I'm now going to be jumping into pile 2. If you have picked pile 2, this is your reading. I'm going to be talking about what's in store for you this October, what your guides want to tell you, what the universe is helping you with, what you are manifesting at the moment, what is coming true, what you need to work on, as well as, since it's Halloween this month, I've also pulled 2 cards for you which will talk about, one of them is which is coming to help you out this month, and the other is a spell that is going to help you, that is going to help make October 2020 a better month. So let's dive deep. Please keep in mind again that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates. If you want a personal reading, please write to me. Sorry, excuse me. Let's jump in. So the first card that we have is going to talk about your overall theme for this month. What's in store? What's the theme of October 2020 for pile 2? Resurrection. Ooh, okay, so you're having a comeback. There is a rebirth and a renewal. So I'm getting 2 situations from this one. You might have kind of lost your way, but you are now coming back. A situation that may have ended is now coming back. A person who may have walked away from you may be coming back. It also is a rebirth. You're going to realize what you're made of, basically. This is what this month is going to be teaching you. Okay, jumping into your tarot. The 9 of Cups in reverse. So this talks about a wish that did not come true. something that has remained unfulfilled, death in reverse, a situation that may have ended but you're not ready to let go of, you're resisting that end, you're resisting the change. 10 of Wands in reverse. Whatever this situation is, whatever wish that did not come true, if it's regarding a relationship, if this person has ended things with you, you may have refused to kind of let go of them, and it's proving now to be a burden that you can no longer carry. Yes, somebody did walk away. This could either be you or them, but there is a indication that some of you may have ended a relationship, or the other person would have walked away. You want to walk away as well now, but these feelings, whatever feelings that you have, is making you difficult. You know that whatever this relationship wasn't bringing you enough balance. You want to walk away, but it's tough. Balance. Okay, I love this card. 6 of Pentacles. This balance is coming in. Whatever was imbalanced is coming in. Now this could either be with someone new or with the same person, because the theme of your month ahead is a comeback, is a resurrection. I feel that for some of you, whoever this person is coming back changed. Yes, I think I strongly feel that if you're inquiring about a person, a situation in which a person walked away from you, broke your heart, they are coming back. You are going to get an explanation. Your heartbreak is reversing. The Emperor. Okay, they're coming back changed. They're coming back in their true power. Now, for some of you who are not in a relationship and are wondering if this is the pile for you, there might be a situation or a job that you may have left behind. But for majority of you, I'm getting it's a relationship. For the few of you, it could be a job situation as well, which is no longer making you happy. You want to end it, but you are stuck in this situation. You are burdened by it. You want to walk away. You want to go somewhere where the pay is better, where you are treated well, where you are treated with respect, and that is what is coming. So 2 situations, guys. For those in a relationship, whoever walked away is coming back. They're going to notice your power. If you are in a twin flame situation, maybe this could be your DM. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I feel that this person could be your twin flame, but it's not for me to know. It's for you to know whether this person is your twin flame or no. They are coming back. They are coming back changed. Things are going to be different again, but there is a cycle that you have ended. You might have healed and you might have purged, and it might have been tough, but you have stood your ground. You have stood for what feels right for you. You have stood for equality, and that is what is coming this time around. Yes, you are getting out of the situation. You may have felt bound to this person or bound to these feelings, but these feelings are coming to an end. You are releasing and letting go of these things. Thoughts. Okay. Johnny, poverty, great fortune, mature woman, change. Okay, so for in both these decks I have gotten change. I strongly believe that this change is coming. Now for some of you, when this person left, they might have not really given you an indication of why, but be assured that whoever this person is thinking about you. They are in their thoughts about you. This is just for the people for whom this is a relationship situation. The other person is thinking about you. They do want to work with you. They want to meet you. For some of you, you could be in a long distance relationship, so they may be thinking of traveling and coming to meet you. For those who the job situation resonated with, whatever this job situation is not, probably you're not getting paid well enough. You might not be, it might be tough to make ends meet. You know that you deserve much better. You deserve a higher pay or a better job or being treated properly. You might be feeling that you are poor, but that's just your mindset. There is some sort of fortune coming in. So this could be a raise, this could be a new job, or something that is going to get you out of this feeling where you think that you might be in need of more money. I mean, okay, who doesn't, to be honest? Mature woman, okay. So for some of you in the relationship situation, it could have been a third party situation. This is just for some of you. If you do know who this person, if you might know, like, it's not something for me, it might not come as a surprise for some of you. If not that, there is someone coming in to advise you about this situation, about how you can bring in some stability, how you can bring in some abundance in your life. This goes for both the situations. Change, self-explanatory, there is change coming, so don't fear it. Whatever it is, whatever the cycle is, has ended. There is something new coming in. You might not be able to see this change coming in just as yet, but you're being shown this change in as hints. You might not need to know about the entire picture right now, but you will know about it soon. So this change is coming. Just don't expect it to happen extremely quickly. These things take time, so be patient and be mindful of that. The next cards that I have is what you need to release this month. Temperance. Okay, so some of you, okay, I just spoke about how don't be hurrying this situation, or me hurrying this change. So you're being asked to be patient, you're being asked to be balanced. Judgment in reverse. Again, you may not be seeing the entire picture. If you are in a twin flame situation, you're being asked again to stay patient, to work on yourself. Not focus on the other person, but on yourself. If it is the job situation, again, you might not be seeing the entire picture, but it's going to be shown to you. The 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands basically talks about restriction, basically talks about self-sabotage. So you're being asked to get out of your own way, to let these things happen at a normal time, a natural time, in its own timeline. You can't do anything to hurry this process, so let it play out the way it does. You're being asked to work on yourself and not sabotage your own journey. The World. Completion. So yes, you are at the end of this cycle. We have both the Wheel of Fortune as well as the World. So there is, you are completing a cycle. This may have been a karmic cycle where either, again, in both the situations, whether it's a job, you might have learned a few things. Instead of taking it in a bad way, you're being asked to accept whatever lessons it is that you're learning. If it is a relationship, this cycle of toxic, of not being in a balanced relationship is over. Whatever the situation is, the key to this is that a more balanced situation is coming in, whether it is a romantic one for few of you, or it is work-wise. There is something more balanced coming your way. And the last card that we have is Tower. Again, Tower talks about change. Most people get scared when they see the Tower card because it is unexpected change. It is like a bolt of lightning that hits you. But again, you're being asked to get out of your own way. This change is coming. You are at the end of the cycle. Just hope, not hope, but have faith that it is coming, and it will. Muddled and unclear thinking. Again, these are things that you are dealing with this month. A sincere wish will be granted. Temptation will test you. March. Okay. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. That's scary, guys. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. And climbing towards success. So what this tells me is that you may, because of whatever situation that you were in, whether it was a job or it was a relationship, you might have not been able to see the entire picture. Hence, there is a lot of confusion. Hence there is a lot of chaos in your mind. So you're being asked to release this muddled and unclear thinking and bring that focus back on yourself. Whatever it is that you are wishing for is coming true as long as it's sincere. Temptation will test you. So maybe this month, maybe if this is the relationship angle that we are talking about, maybe that's the reason that this shift might have happened. Maybe that's the reason that things did not work out in the past. Like I mentioned earlier as well, it could be a third party situation, and whoever either you or the other person, temptation will kind of test you, but you're going to get out of it. You're not going to fall for any F boys or F girls or whatever. When it comes to the job situation, you might find a job that may sound better than it is. You know what I mean? I forgot the phrase for it. Too good to be true. Yeah, it might, whatever this job, maybe a new job or maybe a new offer that is coming in, might be too good to be true. So you're being asked to release yourself from this muddled and unclear thinking so that you may make a better decision. March, so for some of you, something that happened around March, so it could be, if it's a relationship, then something in your relationship that happened in March, you're being asked to release that. There is some form of gossip that is happening as well, so be very, very careful who you trust. There could have been a situation that played out in March that could have tested tested your temptation, like it came earlier, and there might be people who you might have trusted with this situation, whether it's a relationship or a job. So you might come to know this month who it is that is kind of gossiping about you. So be very clear. Only once you are in a clear state of mind can you see things for what they really are. So even if it is a friend or a co-worker who might be extremely sweet to you on your face, if you are in a clear state of mind, you will understand what this person's intentions, whoever you're dealing with, what their real intentions are. Negative, you're being protected from these negative forces. So let these people gossip, let them do whatever it is that they're wanting to do. The universe is protecting you from all these negative things that are happening. The universe is telling you that don't worry about the negative things. I am there to take care of all of that. The only thing you need to concentrate is climbing towards your success, towards your goals, towards what you need to complete, what you want to fulfill. This is what you could be, what are you manifesting and what is coming your way. So the first thing that came out is challenges. So yes, you may have dealt with challenges. I'm not saying that you're manifesting challenges. I'm just saying you may have challenges to deal with. What you are manifesting is confidence to deal with these challenges, whatever it is. You are getting the confidence to speak up. You are getting the confidence to ask for a mutual respect when it comes to a relationship as well as a job situation, a better pay where you are treated fairly. That is what you're getting confidence for this month. Apart from that, the affirmation for you this month, this is what you should be affirming, is my vibes speak louder than my words. So again, this also indicates this, whoever this person is who is spreading gossip about you, once you are clear, you'll be able to understand from their vibes itself. Your vibes always speak louder than your words. So please be careful of what vibes you are giving out as well as what others are bringing into you as well. The next two cards that I have are what stones, what crystals you can work with. And if you do not want to work with crystals, then what energies you need to work with, what you need to call in, what you need to do to make October 2020 a better month. The first one that we have is Moonstone, live your purpose. And the second one that we have is Hematite, which is ground yourself. So Moonstone also helps you manifest your wishes. Like the phases of the moon, you go through phases as well when you're extremely happy, and some days you are just extremely sad, where you are healing, where you are purging. So the moonstone helps you balance those emotions so that you can live your purpose and not get blinded by emotions. The other thing that we have is hematite, which is ground, which will help you ground yourself. So grounding is an essential tool. It came up for the other pile as well. They've been asked to ground as well. So it is a general theme. Usually when a change comes in, when a situation ends, the way it works is you're asked to rest and recuperate. You're asked to ground yourself so that when this positive change does come in, you are not taken by storm. You are still balanced. You are still dealing with it in you do not get muddled. Again, you do not get like muddled and unclear thinking. So grounding is extremely essential. And even in the post that I'd done earlier this month, that was a theme as well that came up on how to deal with Mars in retrograde. The best thing, guys, you can do for yourself right now is grounding. Just go out, take a walk in nature, preferably barefooted, try gardening, just being close to the earth. If you do not have access to that, there are great meditations available on YouTube that you can try out. It will basically help recharge your batteries and draw out all the negativity within you and aim towards you. The next cards that I have is guidance from your spirit guides, what they want to tell you and what they are helping you with. The first card that we have is Fifth Dimension. Okay, so now I do feel that this is for some of you, this could be a twin flame situation. You might have already united in the fifth dimension, but your 3D union is coming this month. If you are not in a twin flame situation, and if you drew this card, your guidance is to ask yourself how you would like to be treated and act towards others accordingly. For example, if you want someone to see your side of an argument, make sure you listen to theirs. This enables you to maintain a higher perspective on life, which will help you rise into the fifth dimension. Act towards others as you would like to be treated. Okay, so no matter whatever the situation was, whether it was a relationship, they might have had their reasons, right? They might have had their reasons to walk away. They might have had their reasons to not treat you fairly if it is a job situation as well. So you're being asked to be patient, understand that they had their own reasons as well. If you want them to understand why you are feeling this way, you need to understand why they did the things that they did as well. The fifth dimension is basically filled with purity, filled with kindness, love, acceptance, all the positive emotions. There's no place for negativity in the fifth dimension. And the more you rise, the closer you are to the universe, to God. Attract that frequency as well. Other things that your spirit guides want you to know: accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. Again, this change is coming, guys. The more you fight it, the more you delay it. Get out of your own way. I can't make this up. Like, all your cards are saying the same thing. Change is coming. Change is coming. Even for the previous deck, it was a similar story. So you might want to check that out as well. Practice shape shifting by altering your physical appearance and mannerisms. So what this means is that if you're not being if it's a job situation or if it is a relationship situation, shape shifting is as easy as changing your mannerisms. You don't have to kind of wear like a mask. I don't know what they show in movies, right? It's not that. It's just you change the way you, if there is change within you, there is change outside as well. So what you're being told is to bring this change within yourselves, in your mannerisms, the way you talk to other people, the way you appear to other people. And again, your vibes will speak louder than your words. So if you appear confident, you will be confident and people will take you seriously. Now is the time for deep emotional healing. So whatever this situation, whatever it brought up, whatever fears it brought up, whatever anger, sadness, whatever it is that brought to to the surface for you. You're being asked to let go of that. You're being asked to release this, give this to your guides, your whoever you believe in, whatever deities you believe in. Pray to them, tell them that I'm ready to surrender and I'm ready to let go of the situation. Even if it means crying for an entire day, just let it out. Most people will tell you not to cry. It's not, just how like people are like, Ari, it's okay, don't cry, no. It'll settle down, don't worry, it'll heal. But you're being told exactly the opposite. If you feel like crying, please cry. But once you cry, release it all so that you don't revisit it again. This is what your angels are helping you with. Breathe. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. So again, they are asking you to release. The easiest way to do this is to meditate. By meditate, I don't mean going into an 8-hour meditation. I just mean something as simple as taking 4 or 3 or 2 deep breaths. It's gonna the more you practice breathing correctly, the more you practice breathing correctly, the more balanced you will feel. You'll feel a switch go off and you'll feel much more calmer. Healthy lifestyle. Eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep and exercise regularly for optimal health. So you're being asked to take care of yourself, of your health, whatever it could be. For most of you, you might not be paying attention to yourself or your own health as of now because of whatever has happened, or just generally. So you're being told to bring that focus back on yourself by meditating, at least for I would suggest start with a minute a day and then go up till how much ever you want, as well as having a healthy diet, a healthy fitness regime, because it is going to help you channel all these negative energies outside, and it's going to also help you ground. Improving health. Okay, so your health is anyways it's going to improve once you take that step. It is going to improve. You just need a push. Once you push, it's all going to fall into place. It's up to you. So whatever the situation is, what I think when this card comes up is this person or a job could be coming to you. Your ex or a new person could be coming to you, could be coming back, could be coming change, could be a new situation, could be a better pay, whatever it is in your situation. But it's up to you whether you want this, you still want this or no. So make sure that you are in a clear state of mind while making these decisions in the near future. Okay, so whatever it is that you have been hoping and praying for, it is coming in the near future. These are other cards. These are also self-care cards, but this is something that you can do for yourself. This is what your higher self wants you to do to get into a better place. Meditation to dig deep. Okay, so guys, this is pretty clear. You guys should start meditating. Start with, if not 1 minute, just start with 30 seconds. And also another thing that this card is telling me is to ground yourself, to work with crystals. There are few crystals that will completely evaporate all the negative energy as long as you work with it. You use it and it sucks out all the negativity. You just need to cleanse it so it can release it from itself as well. It takes 10 minutes to cleanse your crystals. You do it once a month, and I just think that it's magical how these crystals can transform and transmute your energies. So yes, meditate, ground yourself, work in nature, take up gardening, work with crystals. You can see my page. I've shared a list of crystals that can help you with all these things as well. Connect. Okay, I can't make this up. Connect with crystals. Okay, I swear, if you come to my DMs and say I chose pile 2, my message was to connect with crystals, I'm not kidding. I will help you guys personally selecting crystals for you. So please reach out to me. Write a gratitude list. Okay guys, I think this is a sign that you guys need to get something. You guys need to check out my page more, because I also have a gratitude journal which is a printable. I'm just kidding, but you're being asked to note down things that you have been thankful for. It can be something as simple as I'm thankful for the water, the clean water that I get to drink. the food that I get to eat, the house that I get to live in, the bed that I sleep in. Make sure that you're also giving that out to the universe, that you are thankful no matter what life throws at you, no matter what situations come your way. You will always be grateful for whatever you have. Sound healing. Okay, this is one of my favorite things to do whenever there is an argument, or whenever my mood is not as great, or whenever I'm purging and releasing, and just like days when I'm not my happy peppy self. The first thing that I do now is go on YouTube and search for sound healing videos. So there are great sound healing videos that will be playing in the background. I'll be having a cup of tea, or I'll be doing my own thing, and it will play, and it will completely evaporate whatever it is that I'm dealing with. I mean, the negative things that I'm dealing with. Spend time with your friends. So yes, this is recommended. I know right now it might be difficult for some of you to spend time with your friends, no judgment, but try to indulge in reconnecting with your friends. The next card that I have for you is the Witch card. So for you, I've gotten the Forest Witch. Again, you're being asked to connect with the with the healing powers of nature. She is asking you to ground. She's asking you to tap into your wisdom, into your intuition. So yeah, like your manifestations are coming true. So be ready, but be in a place of balance. The Forest Witch is a reminder that a little fear can help you keep to the safest path. Enemies, dangers, poisons and demons lurk in the forest. There, the clear reasoning in your subconscious is blocked from the sunlight. A ray of light illuminates a situation that has cast you into delusional darkness. Your way ahead becomes bright and clear through news you hear. Career, love life and travel prospects are about to change with one letter, telephone call, email or meeting. Okay, so what she's saying is, guys, there is change coming in. So even though there was darkness, there is something coming to light this path, to light your life up, or at least your month up, if not your life. The next card that I have is a card about a spell that I've channeled for you guys. You may want to try out the spell if that is something that you want to do. If not, too bad. I mean, you could try this. Ruby Tuesdays. If you want to jumpstart your life and bring about positive change, tap into the power of red stones, rose colored or red stones. Some of them are jasper, garnet, rose quartz as well. These are just a few. There are a lot more. Stones of this color spectrum contain life's energy and can help you become more motivated and energetic and vibrant. Wear this list of rosy and red stones or place them on your desk and throughout your home for an instant boost. The power of these red crystals and gems is truly amplified if you wear them on a Tuesday. Okay, so the reason this is because red is the color of your root chakra. So basically, your root chakra is the chakra responsible for stability, for security, and it helps you release fear. The best way that you can connect with your root chakra is by grounding. It also is a chakra that brings stability in your life in terms of emotional as well as based on fear and security. So that is what your root chakra is in charge of, if I'm not wrong. So what you're being told is you need a kickstart in your life when it comes to a few situations. Instead of going back to the same thing and reliving it over and over again, jumpstart your life. You can indulge. I've gotten way too many cards for you guys talking about crystals, so I think it's about time you start with wearing crystals, and you'll notice how magical they are. If you chose pile 2, this was your reading. Some things may or may not have resonated, but that happens because it is a general reading. If you want to have a more in-depth reading, you can write to me. If again you want to purchase crystals, you can buy them from me as well. I love crystals. My crystals are charging at the moment, or else I could have shown you all of my crystals. So that's it. I'm going to be jumping into pile 3 now. Okay guys, so jumping into pile 3. If you chose pile 3, this is your reading. We're going to talk about what's in store for you this October, what energies are coming your way, what your spirit guides want you to know, what the universe wants you to know, and how you can make this month even better. Because it is October and it is the month of Halloween, I have pulled 2 more cards for you. One of them is going to be Witch, like WITCH, is going to be coming your way, and what is she going to be helping you with. The other card that I have channeled for you is a spell that you can try to make this month better if you are into that kind of things, those kind of things. So let's get started. The first card that I have is going to tell me a general overview of your month. What is the theme of this month? What is coming your way? Kindred spirits, spirit companions, guides, and comfort. Okay. This is pretty interesting. So this month I feel is going to be one where you detach yourself from the outside world, where you might be learning more about spirituality, where you might be thinking about what else is there, in this world. What else is there? You might be communicating with your spirit guides. They might be sending you signs. They might be sending you repeated numbers like 111, 222, and stuff like that. You're going to be feeling truly blessed. You're going to be feeling safe this month. It is a month of, I just get this feeling like, when you would pass out in the car and you'd magically wake up on your bed. So I feel that warm, fuzzy feeling. So that is what I'm very excited for you guys. This is one of the most uplifting piles that is there today. So you guys are going to have a blessed month. Your spirit guides are going to be there with you. You might be hearing from them. You might be seeing signs. You might be seeing messages. They might be coming to you in your dreams and giving you signs. So make sure that you note down your dreams. Jumping to your tarot. Let's see what situation is there. Queen of Wands. Okay, so this talks about somebody who is in a position of authority, somebody who is proud of her achievement, somebody who is passionate, and somebody who is also in touch with her shadow side. You could be a guy. I'm just describing this queen's energy, and it could be yours as well. So you are in touch with your passion, you are in touch with your shadow side, you know what you deserve. The Hermit. You might be going inwards this month. You might be doing some soul searching. The Queen of Wands is also somebody who is very spiritual. So for this pile, I feel like most of you are light workers yourself. So there is some soul searching that you are doing. This is a very relaxed, I get like a sense of a very relaxed month for you, where you are going to come out the other side happier. Okay. The 5 of Cups in reverse. So upright, if this card is upright, it talks about looking at lost opportunities. So you're leaving this, this mentality behind. You're leaving all the things that no longer served you behind. You are forgiving people. You are in a sense of emotional maturity. Excuse me. And you are learning to heal. You are learning to forgive. Right next to the Hermit, you might be doing this alone. Judgment in reverse. So in the past, you may not have been able to see the bigger picture. You may have been replaying uncomfortable situations in your head, or whatever this situation, whatever things that have happened in the past, you're finally learning to let them go. You're finally learning to release all of that, to forgive the people involved and go within. The Knight of Wands. Okay, so Knight of Wands is also somebody who is passionate, somebody who is fiery, somebody who goes for what he basically is passionate about. So for some of you it could be spirituality, for some of you it could be a person, or not just romantically but friends, maybe attracting a soul, family. For some of you it could also be starting something of your own. The Seven of Swords in reverse. For some of you, you may be releasing, okay, now I'm getting a different picture. For some of you, you may be releasing a person from your past. Whoever this person it is that you're releasing, that you're forgiving, may have been younger to you. You may have had an ending because they might have either been immature, they might have cheated on you, or they might have, yeah, I'm getting like either cheated on you or did something wrong. By wrong I mean something like they didn't respect you, or for most of you it's going to be cheating, that this person cheated on you, but now you are in your power. Now you're like, okay, I no longer need this person, I'm going within, I'm finally, I need to let this person go, I'm releasing whatever it is that they've done, and I'm ready to say goodbye. Yeah, the King of Wands in reverse. So in the beginning they might have appeared to be mature, they might have appeared to be your perfect counterpart, because we have the Queen as well as the King, but in reverse. For some, I also feel it could be a twin flame. For very few, not for all, but for very few, it could be a twin flame. They might have, there might be a karmic situation. If it is a twin flame situation, they might have left you for a karmic partner, or they might have chosen their fears over you, but they are not ready yet. You are ready for union. You have let go of this, you're helping them transmute this energy and see the bigger picture as well. Okay, two kings. So either you or they could be, I have a feeling that you could have been conflicted about two people, or just that you might have felt that this person is showing you two sides. They are not as mature as I thought they were, is something that you might have said about them. There's also an energy of two people, so you might be conflicted between two people. If it is not two people, if it is just one person, then you might have argued with them a lot, or they might have gotten angry with you. They might have said words to you, they might have just been hateful towards you, but it's not their, I'm not gonna defend them and say it's not their fault, but I'm also gonna say that they might not have known. They are not as emotionally mature as you are. For some of you, if it is a work situation, what I'm getting is that you might have started something of your own. You are in that energy of starting something of your own, or you want to start something of your own, but you might not be getting the right partners to start. What you're being told is that even if you get somebody to start with, maybe they might not be the best match. They might have not felt like the best match for you. Some of them could have been egoistic. Some of them would not have treated you well or treated you with respect. So being asked to follow your passions and start something of your own, if that is in the cards for you. The Ace of Cups in reverse. So there is again emotional release happening. If it's a situation about a relationship, they are releasing, they are sorry for what they have said, they are releasing, and so are you. You are helping them release this because you have done your own healing. Whatever situation that this person is in, whatever mind frame that they are in now, they are looking back and they are basically releasing all the things, all the fears that they had, moving towards you. Strength in reverse. So yes, they may be, or you may be at a space in a you may be losing your strength. You know what I mean? You may have lost your strength with this connection. You may have felt that their cup was not full. You gave like the lion's share in this relationship. It took all of your strength, but you're still standing strong. Another thing that I'm getting is that your strength is also going to be tested this month. So you're being asked to balance, to release all of these things. Don't get back into the cycle of kind of blaming them. I have a feeling that they might come back. They might show you that again they might have changed, but be very careful proceeding. Stand your ground and stand for things that you believe in, right? Like don't stoop down to their level. Get them up to yours. The Queen of Swords. Okay, so we have 2 queens and 2 kings. If this isn't a relationship reading, I don't know what is. Like I said earlier, even the Queen of Swords is somebody who is articulate, who does kind of speak what she needs to say. She does stand up for injustice. She does tell you on your face that what you're doing is wrong. Please do not treat me like that. Please treat me with respect. And she gets what she asks for. She gets what she deserves. So that is what you're being asked to do, whether you are a man or a woman. I'm just again describing the energy. So if you are a man and if you are asking about a woman that you have been in a situation with, you're being asked to do the same thing. You're being asked to release all the negativity towards this person, whoever this person is, whatever situation it fits for you. You're being asked to let go. You're being asked to forgive them, and you're being asked to communicate your needs if they come back. The overall this thing that I get is don't stoop down to their level. Your strength is going to be tested, especially because Mars is in retrograde. Anger does usually flare up. That is the first time that is the first sign. I mean, Mars is in retrograde, and it has Mars is the planet of passion. It's the planet of war, anger. So all these heated feelings, because it's in retrograde, do come up, and you're being asked to stay balanced because you are going to be tested. But be assured, because your guides are with you, you're going to come out of the situation unscathed. Other things that are coming your way: courtship, community, male family room. Okay, so what the sense that I'm getting from this is that it is again a love situation, right? It could be this person, whoever this person is. Even if you are a male, it could be the your counterpart that you might be asking for, your other, whatever it's called, your significant other. You might be asking for. They do kind of want to come back. They do want to come in, and probably they have like a hot and cold feeling towards you, or they might be hot and cold towards you, but they are thinking about you. They are looking at you. They want to come back. They want to start whatever it is that you'll restart, whatever it is that y'all had. They want stability as well, but there are some situations that they need to go through. This could be their friends maybe telling them that, just let it go, it's not the right thing to do. Maybe they might feel that their friends might not accept you. Their family might not accept you. So these are just some fears that they are going through. They are coming back. They are going to come back with a stable offer. They are thinking about you. If it is a job situation, if you are inquiring about a job or your career situation, what I'm getting is that you may be getting offers from other places. You're being asked to reach out to your friends. You're being asked to reach out to your community as to what you can do, what you are doing. If you're looking for a job, you're being asked to reach out to your community. There is something coming where you might get a better offer, where you might be at a higher position, and it's going to bring you some stability. It's going to bring you abundance as well. The next cards that I have is what you need to release. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So the energy of the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is of someone who does not plan well. You know, like he does not make he does not have a practical approach or a practical plan. So you're being asked to, whatever it is that you're planning on doing, have a practical plan as well. Whether it is about getting back with your ex or a new job, you're being asked to take a practical approach. The Eight of Pentacles. This card basically talks about working on yourself, paying attention to what it is that you are doing and not on other people. The Fool. A new beginning is coming your way, so don't resist the changes that are happening, because for something new to come, something old has to go out. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So the Queen of Pentacles in reverse talks about somebody who is a workaholic, somebody who isolates herself, somebody who just puts too much of their time and effort into, you know, making money and not paying attention to any other aspect of their life. So you're being asked to bring balance to your work and your personal and your social life. Death. Again, we have the Fool and the Death, so there is some new beginning coming, some things are ending, so be prepared. Hierophant in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse basically is someone who is a rebel without a cause, you know. So you're being asked to not resist this change. You're being asked to go ahead with whatever change is coming. You're being asked to not rebel against whatever it is that is ending. You're being asked to go with the flow, basically. Go with the flow. Yeah, Chariot. So you're being asked to go with the flow, be stable, be in a stable energy this month. The Four of Pentacles. Pay attention to your finances, but do not turn into a workaholic. Have some savings. Basically, don't spend a lot of money. Don't become a spendthrift. I also got that vibe from the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. So yes, this is a strong sign, guys, that something new is coming. We've gotten that card a lot of times from the same deck, apart from this one as well. So there is a new stable beginning coming your way. You just need to embrace it. Stop resisting whatever change is coming your way, because it's leading the way for something better. Few more cards for what's coming. Time to get out of a situation. Again, like we spoke earlier, it's time to get out of a situation. So please stop resisting this change. Keep your life in balance. Only if there is balance, you will be able to proceed earlier. Like the Chariot card, you have to be only when the wheels are aligned, right? Only when the wheels are aligned, the cart can go ahead, basically. So that's what you're being asked to do. Balance all aspects of your life. Again, okay, wheel. Guys, I can't make this up. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble on aimlessly. So you see how a wheel, if it's a single wheel, it will just ramble on aimlessly. So you're being asked to balance everything in your life. You're being asked to balance. It is a consistent message that I've gotten for this pile. A stubborn and aggressive person. So this could be you or someone that you're dealing with. The best way to deal with it is not make decisions hastily. Make them from a, give them reasoning as to why. If you want to change their mind is what I mean. But give them reasoning as to why some things must happen a certain way, and that will only come from a place of, guys guessed it, balance. Gavel, involvement with the law. Okay, so be careful this month. This could indicate an ending. It could indicate a contract that is being signed. If you are starting something of your own, like we spoke about, you could and if your partnership is not working out with someone, like it's just basically saying to keep a close eye on if you're doing things the right way. If it is a work situation, then a partner, whoever you're getting in as a partner, or even just don't do things that are going to get you involved with the law, guys. It's as simple. So be careful. Doing something risky, taking a chance. Okay, so you're being warned to not take a chance. For some, it could also be ending a situation, ending a relationship, maybe a divorce, if that is something that you're inquiring for. So it may seem risky, you are taking a chance, but be very careful that it does not get you involved with the law in the bad way. These are some of the things that you're manifesting and what is coming your way. Gratitude. So you're being told to be thankful for whatever is happening instead of focusing on the negative, instead of being indecisive. Bring that focus back to yourself. You are anyways doing that. So even when once this person comes back, or once this job situation or this work situation becomes great, you're still being asked to be thankful for it. Because usually people forget, right? Like once we get our wish, we just go like, okay, thank you, and then forget to be thankful about it every single day. Divine timing. Again, I'm getting major twin flame vibes, guys. Things always, even if it's not a twin flame situation, things always happen in divine timing. So no matter how much you manifest or how many times you will try, things always come to you when they are meant to. Love. Okay, so love is coming your way as well. This could be love for a person, it could be love for a job, a friend, your family, in some way or form. If nothing, then at least your spirit guides are sharing love with you. So be open to receive, be thankful that it's coming. The affirmation that is that I have channeled for you guys for this month is: when I lean on certainty and faith, I changed my mind about the world I see. I'm just going to read that again. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. So you're being asked to surrender to the divine. You're being asked to look at the situation in a different way. Because once you have faith that if you are in a twin flame situation, or if you are attracting a better job or a start of a new venture, only when you go ahead with unshakable faith, that is when you will see the world around you changing. The next cards that I have is what crystals you can work with. If not the crystal, if you do not have the crystal, what energies you can work with. Tourmalinated quartz. Okay, I hope I'm saying this the right way. Get out of your own way. Again, guys, this change is coming in. The more you push, the more it will not happen, the more it will run away. So you guys just need to get out of your own way to let whatever it is that is entering enter. Golden healer quartz. Open the door. So whatever is coming in, you're being asked to receive. You have probably prayed and hoped and wished that this thing comes true. You're just being told, get out of the way and open your heart. Be open to receive what is coming. You can practice affirmations like, I am open to receiving abundance, I am open to receiving the love that is meant to come my way, or I am open to receiving things, whatever it is that you're looking for, passion about your new venture, whatever it is that you want is coming. You're just being asked to open the door. The next cards that I have is advice from your spirit guides, what they want to tell you and what you need to work on. The first card that we have is unicorns. If you draw this card, the unicorns wish to connect with you. Find time to be quiet, preferably out in nature. Think about them and allow them to touch you with the qualities of dignity, love, beauty and grace. They may offer you healing or reconnect you to your soul essence. Remain open to a message from them today. Be prepared for unicorn energy to touch you. So this might not be something that you hear of frequently, but the meaning of this card is that unicorns are a sign of all the things that I said: beauty, grace, dignity, love. They are the purest, at least in stories, they are, the purest and the most magical of creatures. like if you remember Harry Potter, in the first movie, if I'm not wrong, there was a scene where Voldemort is caught drinking unicorn's blood. It was said that the blood of a unicorn can, what was it, make, even if you are on the brink of death, it can make you alive, and it is a sin to kill a unicorn. That is what was in the movie. So that is what is coming your way. Your guys want you to know that they are connecting with you, if not the unicorn spirit. You might also see pictures or things related to unicorns as well. If you see that, that means it's a sign that your guides are near you, the unicorn spirit is near you, and they are bringing you love, they're bringing you dignity, they're bringing you grace, and they are working with you. There's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you can to correct it. So we've been speaking about balance throughout. Like, it feels like are you guys like the stubborn kind that have to be like told a lot of times? Because that's the vibe that I'm getting. Your spirit guys are just tell them to be more balanced. They need balance. They need to be balanced to move ahead. Keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. So you're being asked to, your guides are basically saying you just need to chill, like watch a funny movie. Whenever you are having a bad day, just do something that makes you happy. Stay in the background and adapt to the situation rather than being conspicuous and attempting to direct the course of events. So this also is similar to the crystal card that we got that talks about getting out of your way. So instead of, you can't control anything, so you might be dealing with control issues. You might be feeling, when am I going to get a hold of this situation? What can I do? If I could do this, I would do this. You're being told to let all of that go. You can't control this situation, so why are you trying? You just need to go with the flow. This is what your angels are going to be helping you with. Gentleness. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environment. So you might, what I'm getting from this is actually quite the opposite. What I'm getting is you might be triggered this month. So don't surround yourself with people or with situations that trigger you. Surround yourself with people who have a calming vibe, who have a calming aura. Or best spend some time alone. Your guides are going to be like, you see how she's peacefully sitting here, unbothered. She's just chilling. That's what you need to do. Comfort. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. So your guides are always surrounding you. They know the pain that you have endured. They know the situations that you are going through. They know the feelings that you are hiding inside. And they are here to help you. They are bringing you comfort. Anytime you feel that it's getting too much, what you can do is simply just pray to whoever you believe in. Whether it is to your ancestors or to the universe or to select deities or whoever it is that you believe in. Just take 2 minutes whenever you are whenever you feel that there is negativity happening or you can't stop yourself from feeling negative emotions. Just take 2 minutes and pray to them and tell them that, okay, this is what is happening. I'm leaving all my worries to you. Thank you for bringing me comfort. Thank you for bringing me guidance or whatever it is that you're looking for at that point. And they will. Sensitivity. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. So for some of you, you could be empaths. Whoever you meet, whatever energies that you engage with, they have a lasting effect on you as well. So if you are an empath, I would suggest to take regular, like cleansing yourself, cleansing your aura, cleansing your house. You can do that with salt water, with sea salt. You can do that with Palo Santo. You can do that with sage. You can also carry protective crystals around you, such as a clear quartz or even a black tourmaline, which is similar. Oh, it's a mixture of two is what I'm guessing. Okay, so black tourmaline protects and clear quartz transmutes all the negative into the positive. There's something better. So whatever it is that you are thinking of right now, whatever the situation is, if you're thinking that okay, they are going to come back, or this thing is going to work out like this, or it's going to go bad, or whatever it is, just remember that whatever it is that is going on in your head, the universe is going to surprise you. The universe has something better for you, so you need to be patient. Sorry, wait, okay, see, I can't make this up. The universe is, your guides are literally saying, why don't you just wait, right? Why don't you just wait for whatever surprises are coming your way? They are coming. Just get out of your own way, get out of your own mind. It is coming. The next cards that I have for you guys is self-care cards. What you can do this month to make it better, to help you get into a state of calmness, clarity, peace, and all the happy feelings. Healing water. Okay, so you remember how I just spoke about cleansing your aura by having like a salt water bath? Maybe try that. That is gonna do wonders for you. Another thing that you could do is, every time you could get a crystal infused water bottle. A clear quartz will do wonders for you. Another thing that you can also do is, every time you take a sip of water, before you take a sip, be thankful and ask that water to recharge you, and let water do its magic. Guys, it is magical. Look at the stars. So some of you might also be interested in astrology, is what I'm getting. You might be reading up a lot about what's going on, what's happening in the world, what planets are in retrograde, what is my person's star sign, what a birth chart reading can do, what's in store for me next. So you're being told that it's a good thing if you're researching. It's always great to learn new things. If that is not the case, another thing you're being told to do is just to spend some time out in nature. Look at the stars, because they like, I don't know how to describe the magical feeling that you get when you look at the stars, right? Like, you automatically feel like there's so much in the world that is happening. You're just a tiny speck, and I mean that in the nicest way, so don't be scared, guys. I just mean that the entire universe is stretching out before you. Who are you in front of the universe? What power do you hold? So you're being told to look at the stars, think about all these complex things that are happening, and believe that the universe knows what it's doing. Connect with the earth. Okay, so this basically talks about almost all elements. I wouldn't be surprised if this is fire. Actually, I would be. But you're being told to ground yourself. You're being told to take a walk, do whatever it takes, get out in nature, take care of yourself, take care of your health. Just walk with the energies, again, the energies of the earth. That too has powers to charge and cleanse you. Take a walk, you'll feel so much better, you'll feel so much relieved. Go out for a run. If there are a lot of pent-up feelings, that will come out. Again, I also get major empath feels from this pile, because all of these things are going to help you release things that are not yours. Working with crystals, grounding. You see how there are little crystals? I don't know if you can see it clearly. So working with crystals that also ground you, that is also advised. Abundance planning. Okay, so some of you may not have been paying attention to what it is that you're spending, earning. You're being told to make note of all these things as well. What you want to do, where you want to go. You're being told to plan vacations. Money is coming in, so don't worry. What do you want to do with it? What are you going to do with it? So take time to probably combine your gratitude list and your abundance planning as well. That always works, right? Like, I'm thankful for all the money that I'm earning so that I can go to this place for a vacation. But yeah, pay close attention to your expenses. Okay, so the next two cards that I have for you are the witch cards. Surprisingly, for the other two piles, I just had one card, but for you, I got two. The Fairy Ring Witch. I'm just going to read this out. You will run rings around admirers, whose heads will spin in their quest to capture your elusive love. Like fairy rings, your sensitive heart is encircled by tendrils of delicate feelings that could flourish or vanish overnight. Negative and positive emotions bless you with magnetic charm, bringing you a new circle of friends through an interest or talent that you possess. Your mental and physical communication will soon complement you with heartfelt victories. So again, tying into our previous tarot cards that we drew, you are finally standing up for yourself. You are finally, I'm so proud of you guys that you are doing this. You are standing up for yourself, and because of that, there are people coming your way who will treat you with the love and respect that you deserve, that you are worthy of. So don't question that. Just stand tall and keep doing you. The other card that we have is the Water Witch. Okay guys, there's something about you and water. This is the second time that the water thing has come. So I would strongly suggest doing a water cleanse. The water which reveals your memory is like water, flowing into rivers and seas, born on courage, patience and faith. When calm like a pool, you can reflect. When turbulent like a stormy sea, the reflection is distorted. Bubbling waves of ideas will bring a victorious bond. A sensitive female friend or relative may voluntarily create a situation through which your wishes can be fulfilled. So keep a close eye on your female friends or relatives. What it also to me spoke about is being calm and balanced, is so that if your mind is balanced, you will be able to deal with whatever is coming, whatever positive change. There is positive change coming. Even if there is something negative coming, if you are in a calm state of mind, you will be able to deal with it in a healthy way. The last card that I have for you is a spell. Now you can try this. I would suggest that you do. It's always fun. But if that's not something you want to do, just stay on. Maybe I'll change your mind. So the card that I have for you is a love spell. It's called the Come to Me potion. So maybe some of you guys are making a love potion. This talks about a love potion. If you are dreaming of real romance, you can bring about visions of your true love with this potent potion. 3 drops of rose oil, 3 drops of lavender oil, 3 drops of neroli oil, and 4 ounces of pure distilled water. Pour into a colored glass spray bottle and shake well 3 times. 15 minutes before you go to bed, spray lightly on your linens, your towel and pillowcase. Keep a dream journal on your nightstand so you can record details of the great love that will soon manifest. Pretty interesting, guys. So instead of your traditional, the love potions that we think of is when we put them, somebody else is going to get attracted. What this tells me is that whatever wishes and whatever manifestations you are planning, whatever wishes you have, whatever manifestations you are writing or thinking of, or whatever you are affirming, you can use this potion to bring those closer to you, but also note down whatever dreams that you are getting. So this is all that I have for you guys. I hope it resonated. If it did, I would love to hear from you what worked, what didn't, in terms of what is happening in your life. I would love to hear from you guys about what is going on so that I can bring you some words of encouragement and some guidance. You can write to me, you can message me in case you want to do a private reading, in case you want to buy beautiful crystals or other cleansing things like Palo Santo and sage. I have those as well. I also am releasing intention candles. These are going to be about love, banishing negativity, protection, increasing your psychic skills and stuff, and as well as abundance. So you can write to me about that as well. I hope you guys like this reading. Please do like and comment and share this reading. A little goes a long way. Thank you.